Just a minute. Okay. Slogan. Okay. So these are these things. And we discussed about the annotations of currency, and we discussed about the quantity and currency annotations, guys. Okay. Now, just we started off using cast. Okay. Is basically cast is used for conversion, guys, from one type to another type. Based on your requirement, you can use this particular cast function. Okay. So first of all, whenever you are using cast, and you need to specify what should be the target type. Okay, that we'll see. Okay, what is mean by target type means data type. It should be like an character, or should store like an quantity or anything like that. Okay, so any things you are specifying, you should specify the data type. So in CDS, whenever you specify what are the data type, it starts with abab dot, guys. Okay, abab dot quantity, abab dot currency, like that. Okay, all the things. For example, just any data type that you specify, it should start with like this. Okay, it will start with abab dot char, any data type. Okay, you can specify in brackets what is the total length you want it, like abab dot char 20. Okay, like this. Abab dot char, we done it. Abab dot followed by quantity. Okay, followed by 13 comma 2 with the 13 with the length, and 2 is the decimals. Like that you can specify abab dot quantity. We done quantity. We go with the currency, curr. Like that, whatever the type which you want, you can specify it, guys. Okay, with whichever the length you want it. Okay, abab dot integer, that's your wish. Abab dot integer. Okay, so like this you can specify what are the type you want. So all the data types in the CDS, it starts with the abab dot followed by the this specified type, guys. Okay, now here our requirement is, right now it is coming as some number of decimals as 5 to 6 decimals, but I require with 2 decimals. Okay, with the length of 13, let us. Okay, now I'm applying a cast, I'm applying a conversion. See here, cast on this particular field. Okay, complete field, guys. The field should be the calculation, and the field should be inside the cast bracket. Okay, like this. Okay, followed by, I'm specifying as. Okay, one more as. Okay, see here, abab dot. Okay, I'm specifying, since it is an pricing, I'm just specifying currency, or you can specify simply decimal. I'll specify decimal. Okay, decimal followed by length 13 and with 2 decimals. Okay, brackets close, bracket close. Okay, cast, I'm specifying abab dot decimal, guys. Okay, likewise we have abab decimal also. Above dot decimals also we can specify. It is a just a field, decimal field, where we doesn't require any quantity and currency reference. Okay, quantity and currency reference. Basically this is length, sorry, anything, and it is followed by decimals. Okay, so we can specify this also, above dot decimals, which is generated. If you specify this and this, it becomes like quantity field and currency field, where you need to specify unit of measure as a reference. Unit of measure as a reference. In this case, no unit of measure is required, because it's just a reference, it is just a decimal field. Now see here, just activating till this point, we applied a cast on one of the field. some error, not activated at the rate of. Just saving it. It is coming some error. Okay, here come unwanted typo error. Now just now let's execute it. Okay. Now if we see here, let's see with PR00 and remaining fields comparison. Now see here, PR00 value, it came as proper formatted value, whereas STKO and VRS still in the floating value, which is of type standard. Okay, so here because for this we applied a cast and we made it as should be displayed as a decimals 2. We displayed as a decimals 2. Likewise guys, you can apply cast for n functions. You can apply the cast for n functions. So now again I'm applying cast guys to this also. Simply see here, cast to the field. Okay, after field you need to specify as, means what is the type, abap dot decimals. Okay, and specifying as, again as, this is for field name, this is for field name. First as is for defining the type, second as is to define the type name of the field. Okay, so now again I'm applying one more cast. That's the case. Likewise you can apply cast on n number of fields. Okay, now activating it, activating. Okay, now let's see the output. Now it should, all three fields should be in the proper formatted and see here, this is the three values which are in common proper formatted way. Any questions on this particular cast guys? You can use any target guys, you can use any target guys with meaningful target. Okay, for now it is coming is from the database, it is coming as in decimals, and you try to use output as a character, then sometimes it will give an error guys. Okay, conversions may not be possible. Okay, from character to quantity if you try it, it will not, it will give a error, conversion will not be possible. Okay, basically from quantity to character, yes it will store like a character, but when you do on a reverse way, it is the conversions, it will give standard may give error, the conversions may not be possible or type incompatible, it will give as a type incompatible guys. Okay, any questions on this till this point? Any questions guys? Okay, now for example, if I want to use on a case, yes we can use it guys, in the conversions can be used on any of the case or any of the things guys. For example, let me show you how to use on a case. Okay, I'll just take a case which we already written in the previous series. Just let me take it. Somewhere we have written, just a minute. Just Okay, I'm just taking this as a case. Now I'm just using as a part of my CDS, just using the status at the last one of the field. Okay, now here my requirement is without defining any cast also it will work, guys. Without defining any cast also it will work. It will take maximum length of the field value. It will take maximum length of the output value. Accordingly it will be adjusted, but I want to define some length. I want to define some fixed length. Then in that case you need to go for the cast. For example, this particular complete field I need to going to apply cast. See here, I'm using cast. I'm applying a cast on top of case because after doing all conversions and doing all calculations I need to do apply a cast. Okay, cast followed by end. Okay, as I'm going to specify as abab dot char. I'm going to specify abab dot char, store as like with 30 characters. Okay, close as see here custom. Yes, as that's it. So on the top of cast we applied a condition. So top of case we applied a condition, guys. So after doing all this calculation, end as specify the type. This is a as field. This is specified as of field. Now saving it doesn't matter. Okay. Now I'm activating it, guys. That's it. Likewise, guys, here if you go to the table, it will go in the backend view. It will shows with the properties of character 30. It shows with the properties of character 30 because I applied a condition here. See, if you go here in the backend of that view with this particular series, it will clearly shows with the character of 30 as we applied a conversion and specified the data type. It is nothing but specifying explicit data type. See here, char 30. See a decimal 13 to 12 to 13 to we applied this particular explicit data types. This is an inbuilt data types. It automatically taken based on the properties which you define. Is it clear or not, guys? Any questions? Anyone, guys?
It's clear.
Okay. Now see here, guys. Basically in cast when you are applying, just I'm giving one more example. You can do calculations and do conversions. For example, I want to do multiplication of this and this. Two ways are there. For example, people will do this. For example, I want to multiply, just giving an example, this PR00 into, okay, I want to do PR000 into multiplied by, okay, and followed by I want a just net price. Where is it? Net price of order quantity. Let's take an sales order quantity. I'm just giving an example. Sales order quantity. I'm just displaying as calculation net price. Net price value. Okay, now if I see here, let's see here, saving it, activating it. So it may be some type compatibility. Let's see, is not activated. Some issue. Let's see. See here, maximum accuracy is 13. Okay, 13.7 at the decimal exceeding the arithmetic expression. Now after doing this calculation, it is exceeding the number of decimals. It is exceeding the number of decimals. Now clearly it shows it throwing an error. We cannot activate now with this. See here, if again I'm trying to just to show you that error because of this calculation. the number of decimals are exceeding after multiplication. Okay, at decimals exceeding by an arithmetic expression. Now here you need to be irrespective of this, based on the requirement or not, to avoid this error you need to apply cast, guys. Okay, now see here I am applying cast. Okay, brackets open. Okay, complete this calculations, after that, as I'm going to specify abab dot decimals followed by, I can specify, okay, this is amount. Okay, abab dot currency. Okay, followed by, I can specify 13,2 as. Okay, just see here, just something error still. Give me one bracket closed. Okay, one more bracket, just one more bracket. Still it's an is net value. What is an issue? Let's see. Saving it. For this bracket closed. For this, it's a bracket closed. And cast with this bracket, it is closed. Okay, what is an issue? Let's see. Error on this particular thing. Syntax error, contains error. Okay, only syntax error is specifying. Let's see. Cast followed by into. Okay, this is fine. Just a minute, let's just see. And why syntax error? Okay. Okay, still the same error. See here, still the same error, guys. If you see here, still the same error. Even though I applied a cast, still it is getting a same error. 37 exceeding. Now see here what I am doing. I'm applying inside cast. Do the cast and multiply. Cast followed by as decimals 13,2 and do the multiplication and do the multiplications. Now I'm doing a cast followed by multiplications. Now see here, just a minute, guys. Okay, just doing a cast. Okay, first I'm applying a cast on the field, inside the field. Okay, after conversion, do the multiplication. After multiplication, apply again cast on the result. Now you've been able to. So yeah, what I'm doing here, I'm doing multiple applications, multiple castings, guys. First doing conversions, multiplying it, again doing conversions. Now see here, activating it, now execute. Likewise, whatever the things which you want to do with achieve with the cast, you can do it, guys. Finally, it's able to do is it net price value, something you will get. Okay. So likewise, you can apply multiple casts. Okay, since I specified here abab dot currency, means the result is of type currency. The result is of type currency. Simply, I can specify semantic amount currency, transaction currency as a reference unit of measure. I can reference unit of measure. That's your wish, guys. That's fine. Not an issue. Okay, reference unit of measure. Any questions on this particular, guys? Any confusion on the cast thing? We clearly seen the error and we bypassed it. How we after by doing a conversion. So likewise, in general, if you are doing some sort of conversions, you'll get this type of errors, guys. Not only decimals. If you are trying to make character to decimal, then it is may not compatible. For example, you written a case and doing some calculations. In one of the calculations, it is simply you specifying XYZ, ABC. Then the result set will be a character type of field. But in other fields, it may be quantities, amount fields. Then in that case, you should use generic type. So basically, it will throw an error at the time of activating itself. The result set may not be compatible. So accordingly, you need to fix your things, guys. Okay. Any questions on this? Any questions, guys?
No question.
Understood the functionality of cast?
Cast.
Okay, fine. So we have discussed about the annotations of currency, quantity, uses of cast, conversions, guys. Wherever you feel you require a cast conversion, just apply and try it, guys. Okay, don't worry about it. Nothing going to fail. Okay, just based on your requirement, just use it and try it. That's it. Okay, it will not be working in one time. It once, sometimes it may work, sometimes it may not work based on the requirement, guys. Just, but we have to try it. There is no other option. Okay, fine. So now let's move on to next concept, guys. Okay, we have a concept called union, guys, and union all. This can be used in your regular ABAP selects and CDS also. Union all can be used in regular ABAP select and CDS also, guys. Okay, now here this particular two functions, union and union all keywords, are used to group multiple set of selects, are used to group multiple set of select. Okay, are used to group multiple set of selects, multiple set of selects. Okay, so what is mean by multiple set of selects? For example, I required a CDS with one set of combination plus another set of combination. I require a CDS to be written. For example, I require data based on XYZ, all the records with XYZ, and there is one more combination which I required with different field, means ABC plus based on other field relation. So in single CDS, I cannot do a join. I cannot do a join to the same field with different values. Okay. So in that case, if I want to achieve this, I can use union or union all. For example, guys, just giving an example. I have a sales orders. Okay. Sales order will be having delivery invoices. Okay. Delivery followed by invoice. This is a generic requirement. Okay. There are few sales orders where directly there will be no delivery and it will have invoice. Okay, now I want the records in this pattern and a record in this pattern. Means I required, sales order in my requirement, sales orders, okay, followed by its delivery, followed by its invoice, for example. Okay, I want delivery first. Okay, and in next, for other thing, in case of where delivery is not required, I required sales order and followed by I required invoice where it has no delivery. Okay, generally it is for regular sales orders, it is for credit memo, debit memo, you will have directly invoices, guys. Okay, generally. Okay, there are some business invoices will be based on sales orders. There will be some businesses invoice will be based on delivery. Mostly 90% will be like this. In some cases they will follow like this, guys. Apart from credit memo and debit memo, for regular sales order also there will be like this. That's fine. Okay, we are fine. Now here in this case, what I'll do basically, just giving a requirement, okay, creating a relation between VBAK and VBFA, okay, based on the proceeding document, okay, and subsequent document should be J, and subsequent document I'll use J. Okay, whereas in this case I'll need to use VBFA, VBAK, VBFA, okay, but VBFA and VBFA, And the subsequent document here I should use M. Subsequent document I need to use M. Now see here, both are on same table, okay, with the sales order itself, but the subsequent document is getting changed. I cannot use J or M. Okay, I cannot use J or M, because if it is J, I need to put into delivery field. If it is M, I need to put into invoice field. Just giving an example, guys. Okay, now this set will return one set of data. This combination will return one set of data. Okay, now in general I can use J or M also, but I'm not going to use. Okay, this set is one setting written one set of data, and this set will be retaining one set of data. Now this two I required is a part of one CDS only. This two I required from part of one CDS only. I don't want to write two CDSs. Okay, or guys, general thing. Okay, in general there will be some other combinations also. For example, if you are checking this, and top of that you need to check some custom table. Just to check, is a term custom table. If that exists, okay, then only get. Okay, and top of that, okay, join the custom table. Join the custom table. Just giving an example. Okay, now the here I don't want to join the any other custom table. Okay, this set of has different join, this has different join with different where condition. Now what happens, completely different. I cannot write in both in single CDS. I cannot write both in single CDS. Okay, now but my requirement is, as an end user perspective, I need to get all the things as a part of one CDS. Okay, now guys, here the picture comes into union on union all. Completely business requirement, guys. How you want. If I want to get this as a part of single view, then I need to use union or union all. Okay, now here union, okay, just we use between the two union. Okay, if I use union all, okay, difference between union and union all will get all the records irrespective of duplications, whereas union will get the unique records based on the key, if you combine both the selects, if you combine both the sets. Okay, now here or union all, you can use anything, guys. Okay, here generally depends on your requirement, we use it, guys. Basically if you do it, we always use union all itself, guys. The reason union also, it's okay, it is gets only unique key based on the things, but here based on your requirement you can use whatever the type you want to use. Okay, union all or union. Is it clear or not, difference between union and union all? At the time of combination, if you use union, it will get unique records, means based on the key specified in the CDS, it will get the unique record. Whereas union all, even though the record existing, it will get all that records. It may have duplications. In the second set, same data may repeated. In that case also it will get, in that if it is union all. Is it clear or not, guys?
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
Okay, fine. So now let's move on to using of union all. What are the prerequisite criteria to use union and union all, guys? For example, guys, just remember, whenever you are writing a CDS with union, means you are grouping a data of multiple sets. You are grouping a data of multiple sets. In this case, for example, I'm writing a select, okay, CDS. You can use in general select also, CDS from VBAK. I may use different CDS, but okay, from VBAK, I'm using some field VBLN, something, guys, ER date, followed by I'm just using NET WR. Okay, now close the brackets, and union, I'm using union. Okay, now select again one more select I'm writing, two selects. You can use n number of selects, union, that depends on your requirement. Okay, from here I'm going to use VBAK, but it may be different condition. Okay, join some custom table ABC ZABC. Okay, and followed by some other condition, another, just like another set. Okay, here I'm getting